Hi Group 1, welcome to the Avana Arcana, where I provide intuitive messages to help you water the garden of your life and blossom into the best you possible. And today we're taking a look at what message the Lioness Gate Portal has for you. And so you chose Group 1, and these are the cards that came out for you. You have card number 36, Oshun of Unlocked Gates. It says freedom, breaking barriers, unleashing potential. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, the Magician, the Judgment. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords, and card number 28, Oshun of Boundaries, cord cutting, energetic balance, and liberation. Group 1, the message that the Lioness Gate Portal has for you today is that there's a few messages here, so I feel like there's different groups of you. Some of you are pregnant. Either you already know that you're pregnant, or you may find out that you're pregnant around this time. If you already know that you're pregnant, you may be someone who may be ready to give birth around this time. So maybe like you're well into your pregnancy. And this may be the time, like around August or late summer, where you're finally ready to deliver. And some of you are having a girl. There are some of you who are crossing over into a new threshold of life, a new chapter of life, or like a new era. And it's kind of like a graduation. Some of you could have actually graduated this year, but for others, I feel like this is a spiritual graduation, or kind of like a graduation in the sense of the phase of life that you're in. You're moving from one phase, or ending one phase of life and stepping into another. So maybe you graduated high school and you're going off to college and beginning to step into the adult life. Maybe you were just, an everyday woman, and you are now stepping into motherhood. And then some of you, this is like a spiritual thing. Well, it's all spiritual, but for some of you, this is just like you moving from one level up to the next, or stepping through into like a different portal. Some of you, it's kind of like you're moving into a different timeline, but it's kind of like a level up, a graduation within yourself. So congratulations to you, Group 1. Nice. Some of you, the universe is giving you an opportunity, or some kind of opportunity is going to come onto your path and be handed to you. This could be a job offer. This could be a home, like a place to stay or a place to live. But there's some kind of opportunity coming in for you that is really going to bring you into yourself. It's going to cause you to see your full potential, and I think you're going to do very, very well with it, Group 1. Whatever this is that's being handed to you, or whatever you're stepping into, you're going to do amazing. There's some aspect of where prior there was kind of like a block on things, or like a stagnation, something maybe where the energy felt stuck, and it's now going to be moving quickly. For some of you, this has something to do with your health, your body. Maybe some of you are going on some kind of like fitness journey, or I want to say fitness journey. Not really. Maybe just some kind of health journey, or like you're tending to things, tending to areas within the body where you may have been lacking. So for some of you, I feel like you're tackling something where maybe it's your weight, and like you feel like your body just continues to hold on to weight, and you're now stepping into a time where you're being proactive about it and taking your health and your weight seriously. And then for others, it's like you are patching holes within yourself where you were deficient. So you may be looking into like supplementation, diet, exercise. You may be going and getting like blood work done or something like that. Yeah, there's something where something was previously blocked off or closed, and it's now open. It's so interesting how this is a Lioness Gate Portal reading, and the card that came out for you was Unlocked Gates. So this Lioness Gate Portal is literally the gates unlocking for you. Something that you may have had an attachment to, a strong attachment to, you are now releasing, and you're cutting those cords, and you're letting go, and you're liberating yourself from something. And in doing this, it's freeing up energy within yourself to tap into areas within yourself where your power was laying dormant. So some of you are stepping into your power. Some of you are answering the call that you have felt in your spirit, in your mind, in your heart for a very long time. And maybe you weren't really taking action on it. You were just kind of like, sitting still on it, but you felt the stir within you. Maybe the seed was already planted in you, but you weren't really taking action on it. Now I see you taking action on it. Now I see you answering the call. And because you have made a decision and you stepped forward with this, it's like the gates are unlocking for you now. Because you're now intentional and decisive and taking action. And this is going to free you. Some of you had kind of like a block in your mental, and it's like you're breaking through that. Something has clicked and you're breaking through that mental barrier, and you're moving forward and you're stepping into your power. Some of you, this is like a business venture, a creative venture, and the universe wants you to know that you have everything that you need, and that all the power is within you. It lies within you. You are being called to use your intuition on certain things and trust yourself and use what you have available to you to get to where you need to be. And you also have your guides and your angels and your ancestors also helping to guide you along the way, dropping breadcrumbs for you, whispering the right things, the right moves to make to you. If you look at this card here, if you look closely in her hair, there are ancestors in her hair. So between her holding the key and the gates being unlocked, and this Magician card here and the Empress card here, and then you have the Judgment card, you are awakening to your true potential. You're awakening to your inner power, and you're using it now. You're tapping into it now. So congratulations, Group 1. A round of applause to you. This looks beautiful. I think you're going to, I know you are, just by your spread here, you're going to do amazing. Amazing. You're stepping into a great time. So congratulations. Thank you so much for joining me today, Group 1, and I look forward to seeing you in another reading. Take care. Hey, Group 2. Welcome to the Avana Arcana, where I provide intuitive messages to help you water the garden of your life and blossom into the best you possible. And today we're taking a look at what messages the Lioness Gate or Lioness Gate Portal has for you today, okay? So these are your cards. You have card number 5, Oshun of Resurrection. It says rebirth, transformation, renewal. You have the Hierophant, the 7 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and then 2 cards fell out for you here. You have the 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. On the bottom of the deck you have the 3 of Cups and card number 39, Oshun rising. It says awakening, enlightenment, insight. Group number 2. What I'm seeing for you here today, your message for the Lioness Gate Portal, is that first of all, I'm seeing that some of you are worried about your finances. You feel like you're not able to save money. You're not able to put money in the bank the way you'd like to. And you're very concerned about that. I feel like you feel a bit of anxiety about that, about being able to save money. I think you feel like there's so many things coming at you in terms of things that take your money, or maybe even just life things. You have several things coming at you and you feel like you can't save money the way you want to, or you feel like you can't really partake and do the things that you would really like to do in life. You feel a little concerned about that, like trying to stretch money, make money work, trying to hold on to what you have in order to live. I think it's something that kind of looms over you. I feel like you do stress about this. I'm also seeing that some of you are stepping away from, or considering, or have been thinking about, or maybe you've started this, but some of you may have had friends that like to go out a lot. I don't know if they like to party, or they just like to hang out. They like to go out, maybe, dine out, restaurants, drinking, that kind of thing. And I'm seeing that some of you are wanting to pull away from that. Either you're wanting to pull away from it, or you're feeling like you can't partake in it because of your finances. And so you feel like you can't do what everyone else is doing. Same thing goes for your lifestyle. I feel like some of you feel like you can't live the lifestyle that you see other people living, that you would also like to live. Maybe other people around you are doing a lot of shopping, and it's kind of like the norm, or they're modeling what they see like living lavishly is. And you would like to do that. You would like to live that way, but you have to conserve your money, conserve your finances, because you have too many other things pulling and tugging at you that need your finances. Or maybe you have certain responsibilities in terms of other people, maybe family, whatever it may be, but there's other things coming at you where you can't do the things that you would like to do the way you would like to do them. You're being called to come into alignment, group 2, because right now, I think you're being called to pull away from those things, and not forever, but I feel like the things that you desire, it's going to take for you to come into a different energy and a different vibration, and what you're surrounded by currently is not helping you to get into alignment, or to be in alignment. And so you're being called to pull away and take a break from that, take a step back from that, maybe even like a little bit of self-seclusion, but you're being called to pull away from that and to center yourself and come into alignment. And when you do this, come into alignment is such a broad term. When you come into alignment, it's like you hold your vision of what you desire, right? And think about what that feels like. First of all, think about what it is you really want, not what everyone else around you is doing and feeling like you're missing out on something. Really sit down and think about what it is you truly want. Take everybody else out the equation. Take what you see online out of the equation. Take what your friends or your peers are doing out of the equation, and think about what it is you really want to do, and how you really want to live, and how you really want to feel, and how you really want to be. And also think about this long term. So years down the line, where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be? Right? And then take a few moments in the morning and before bed to really come into alignment with that. Like, think about it, envision it, feel it, imagine yourself living it and playing it out in your mind, and feel what that feels like. And then throughout your day, each day, you take small action steps that will get you there. So we have to combine the visualization with action. We have to combine the manifestation that we would like with action. So we have the vibration and the feeling, and yes, the universe will work behind the scenes to move certain things into place for you, but you also have to take action on these things. So this may mean sitting down, opening your books, and looking into the root of your finances and seeing where money is leaking, where you may need, to supplement more income. Look into other avenues where you can come into other streams of income, possibly, that don't require much labor or babysitting from you. I mean, you'll all have to be responsible for it and look into it, yes, but there are some streams of income that you don't have to babysit so much and that don't take a lot of overhead. So you may want to look into that. You may want to pull back from, the shopping sprees or the unnecessary spending, unnecessary subscriptions that you have that you're paying for, that's just leaking money. Because you're being called to come into a new form of life. This is a rebirth for you. This is a transformation. This is a renewal of you as a whole. Not just your finances, but spiritually, and also your everyday life, and the kind of life and the quality of life that you want to live. And the universe is trying to give it to you. And in order for you to receive it and to hear it and to see it and to be open to it, you have to get into alignment with it. And I feel like these things that maybe your friends or peers or what you see online or whatever that they may be doing, you see them buying new clothes, the shopping sprees, maybe even like their dating life may seem, desirable. They may seem like they're just living it up. But you are being called in a different direction, and the direction that you're being called in is going to add so much more value to you and your life than what you currently have or what you currently think you want. You're going to be able to build on your value financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. I think once you start to pull away and come into alignment within yourself, take those pockets of time, those moments to yourself each day, and those small action steps, you're going to come into a realization, an awakening within yourself. You're going to have some kind of enlightenment and inspiration, and you're going to know exactly what to do and where to put your time and your energy in where it feeds you and adds value to your life. And therefore you're able to live the kind of life that you desire. Because there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with the, buying nice things and living nice and living a luxurious life and it's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you are maybe struggling to live that right now, and the universe wants that for you, and it's trying to show you the way, and it's trying to give it to you, but you got to get into alignment. Because right now you may be a little too focused on what you can't have or what you can't do. And the universe is trying to show you that actually you do have it. You do have it within you. So you're being called to draw in energetic value first, and then you'll start to see the material form as a result. And I feel like you're also being called to, there's probably certain, some of you, few of you may need to, there's certain women around you that you need to separate yourself from, that you need to, kind of pull back from. Or you just need to, let them know that you're not going to be able to go out all the time, or because you're trying to make some changes. And you don't have to talk your business, but if these are good friends of yours, then you don't need to be rude or standoffish. Just let them know that, hey, I'm trying to make some changes because we're not getting any younger, and I'm just thinking about my future, and I just I can't spend like this, guys. I can't go out and drink on the, I can't do it anymore. Or at least not, not right now. And you need to take some time to work on your assets, your finances, your, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, group 2. And I feel like you're going to do great in this. And I feel like the change is already imminent. It's already starting. It's already happening. You have card number 5 here. Number 5 is the number of change, but it is also a number of challenge. Okay? So these changes will come with a bit of challenge, but these challenges help to mold you and form you and strengthen you and build character. And it makes you wiser. It makes you more powerful. There's a growth that's happening here. A maturity that's happening here. And you're being called to, I feel like a torch is being passed to you. As a matter of fact, okay, you have the Ace of Wands. That can be a torch, right? That the universe is trying to hand to you. The universe is trying to pass the torch to you. And then you also have Oshun rising, and look what she's holding. And then if you look around her, it's all these shadows casted. But I feel like that's how you feel here with the 9 of Swords. A little worried about things, but you keep that light shining. And you do that by staying in alignment. Underneath this card you have Oshun of soft power. And if you look at her, she's in a meditative position. She's not stressing. And she's forming everything around her. Everything is coming to her effortlessly. Soft power. You don't have to force it. What is it? Same thing here. Same thing. Same position. Both in a meditative state, and they're being handed stuff. She's being handed the cup without stressing and doing too much. And she's in a meditative position. And everything is swarming around her and coming to her. She's magnetizing everything. Soft power. Okay? So, yeah, group 2. I feel like you're going to do very well. I feel like this is actually a very wonderful time for you. And try not to stress too much. Whenever you feel yourself getting into a stressful state, remember to come back to center, come back to self, and reassure yourself that everything's going to be okay. And then you take those action steps. And I feel like your ancestors are on the other side celebrating you too. Celebrating this for you too. Coming into this resurrection, this new life, this rebirth, this transformation, this renewal. Okay? All right, group 2, congratulations to you. And I look forward to seeing you in another reading. Take care. Hi, group 3. Welcome to the Avana Arcana, where I provide intuitive messages to help you water the garden of your life and blossom into the best you possible. And today we are taking a look at what messages the Lioness Portal has for us today. Okay, so I've shuffled and pulled your cards. You've got card number 1, Oshun of the Dawn. It says new beginnings, hope, fresh start. You have Justice. You have the Magician. You have the 4 of Wands. And then these 3 came out together. You have the Queen of Pentacles, or the Goddess of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. And the Emperor. On the bottom of the deck, you have the High Priestess. And Oshun's Cleansing Rain, card number 13. It says emotional release, healing, renewal. Group number 3. This is freaking incredible, okay? You have 4 major arcana on the deck, on the table, and then you have at the bottom of the deck the major arcana. Okay, this is a big pivotal change for you that's happening here with this Lioness Gate Portal. This is amazing stuff. There's several things that I see coming through. Okay, for some of you, you're getting married. Some of you are getting married. Some of you may have already been engaged, and I feel like maybe something with the wedding was delayed, or you had to wait on something, or you've been waiting to be able to send out invitations and actually get the ball rolling with your wedding. But I feel like that's coming up now, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. You're going to have a great time. It's going to be a great celebration. And then for others, I feel like you are stepping into a new chapter with yourself. This is about you. Okay? I feel like this has been an incredibly long journey for you, and the journey has not been easy. Your life has taken a lot of twists and turns. You've just walked a really long path, and it definitely was not always easy. It wasn't a cakewalk. This path that you've been walking, this may have been over the stretch of like some years, quite a few years. And you're coming upon a time in your life that is, it's like you're crossing over a threshold, going through a portal. This is a new chapter, a new story being written here. And I feel like you may have felt like things were stalled for you, like what you wanted just was stalled. It wasn't coming through. There's, at the closing of this chapter here, there's some kind of a release that happened, some kind of way that you have let go. You've let go of something, whether it's emotions, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something, but you've let go of something energetically. And you may have cried recently, but there is some kind of release, some kind of purging that you've done, some kind of healing or emotional release that has taken place. And this release has kind of like freed up or like cleansed and purified the energy. And now your life is, it's like the energy is cleaner, lighter now because of this release. And things that have been stuck and in limbo are now going to manifest and come to fruition. But for some of you, this has something to do with the legal system, like a court case. And I feel like you will be getting some kind of settlement or winning some kind of case. And this may have taken a long time to get to this judgment, or for you to get what you deserve from whatever situation this is. Okay? But I am seeing you coming out wonderfully in this, if this is a court case. But something about it seems like it may have taken some time, or like things were like hung up or like stalled for some reason. Maybe receiving your settlement or whatever, something was stalled, or there was like a lot of back and forth, or like just things popping up, situations taking a turn that kind of stalled you receiving what you were meant to receive. But it's just like magically things are gonna like work out for you. Yeah. But for the rest of you, if this is not a marriage and if this is not a court case, the rest of you, this is a chapter of your life that is, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a new start. It's a new beginning, a completely fresh start, clean slate. And you are coming into some incredible power within yourself. I think you have been doing what you needed to do to make things work for your life. I think you have been being resourceful. I think you will have to continue being resourceful, but I think you're coming upon a time where you're going to have more now. I feel like things are just going to come into place for you. What you need, things that you need are going to come into your life a lot easier than before. Whereas before it may have felt like a struggle for just to receive things that you needed. Now I feel like it's just going to be flowing in with ease. This is going to be a time of celebration. You need to celebrate your small wins, celebrate your big wins. Reflect on the chapter that you're leaving behind and celebrate and welcome in this new chapter. This Lioness Gate Portal is bringing in something wonderful for you. Clean slate, fresh start. You're coming into your power. You're receiving more. You're going to be sitting pretty, group 3. This is going to, you're starting to build a new foundation. It's like you've cleared out whatever was there from before and you're building a new platform, a new foundation, and one that is much stronger and more reliable. And it seems like you intuitively know what to do and you know how to move things into place. You know how to use what you got. You know how to make more from what you have and create more value just from what you have around you and making it work for you. You're coming out of the shadows. You're coming out of a shadow time, a dark time, a challenging time that may have lasted for quite some time. And things are going to get brighter for you. Your life is going to feel like it has more sunshine, more light flowing into it, lighter times, happier times, things worth celebrating and worth being happy for, happy about. You're building a new structure, a new foundation for yourself, and I feel like you're going to be living very well. You're just going to feel better, group 3. Yeah. So let me just see what else I'm getting here, okay? Yeah, I just looked under this High Priestess card that's on the bottom of the deck. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely things turning, a new chapter turning, a page turning. This is lovely. Congratulations, group 3. I've had to congratulate each group so far. The readings have been amazing. Okay, group 3, congratulations. Things are really about to pick up for you. I feel like this is going to be you. And I feel like this was a long time coming. This has been a long time coming. Group 3. I feel like you've had to wait for this. You've had to be patient for this. There have been times where this has probably been very frustrating for you. Probably even very stressful. But things are being purged and washed clean. And yeah, you're coming into a new chapter, a new time that looks so much better. Oshun of the dawn. The dawn is the rising of the sun, a new day. And I feel like you just, I feel like this is going to make you so happy you'll probably cry. But this is definitely about self. You have card number 1 here with Oshun of the dawn, and then you have card number 1 here with the Magician. And then this Queen of Pentacles, this is her, I feel like you've gone through a journey where you've done a lot of shadow work, and you've had to have faith in the journey and where you would end up. There were things that you weren't able to see, you couldn't see, things that you didn't know, but you had to have faith in and trust. And I feel like you've done that. And I feel like you're going to continue to do that. You've learned a lot along the way, group 3. You are definitely more powerful now than you were when you first started this journey. You have more wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding of things. You've come a long way. You're wiser now. And you get to take that wisdom, that knowledge, and that understanding with you in this new chapter. You know how some people say, man, if I would have known then the things that I know now, well, that's you now. You know those things now. You've lived and experienced those things, and now you have that wisdom to take with you. And that's a very, that's a blessing. You've gained so much enlightenment from this journey. The challenges made you stronger. The heartache, the pain has made you stronger and wiser. And it has also brought you to a space where now you know your value. If you have gone through heartbreak, and not just in relationships, but like maybe something that you wanted so bad and it didn't work out the way you wanted it to. You failed at something, or other people failed you, or, whatever the case may be. These things have strengthened you and taught you to go within yourself and rely on yourself and be resourceful within yourself. And that is very powerful. No one can ever take that from you. No one can ever take that from you. That is an inner value. That is a character value now. So yeah, and I feel like this has been a long, I don't know, I just get that feeling it has been a long stretch of time. And over those years, you are gaining intellectual value, gaining emotional value. And so now I feel like you're in a space where your self-concept is just like on point. It's powerful. Can't nobody tell you nothing, okay? You are strong now. Your core, your foundation is solid. Yeah. Yeah, very, very nice. Group 3, very nice. Group 3, thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you've gained some kind of value from this reading. And I'll see you in another one. Take care.